Roving Eye greets you back to its latest episode of Bus 1 Minute. And since elections to House of Commons in Canada are drawing closer, they are just 12 days away. On 28th of April, the Canadians will vote to elect their new parliamentarians as well as their new government. Will it be the Liberal government again, or will it be Conservative, or like the last government, will it be a minority government? All combinations and permutations are being discussed in corridors, political corridors, in the Hill, Parliament Hill in Ottawa, and elsewhere. Because this time the election is between a leader who has never contested any election before and a leader who has been sitting there for a long time and who worked closely with the last Conservative Prime Minister, Stephen Harper. So that is Pierre Poilievre. And also, it's important for Jagmeet Singh, the leader of New Democratic Party, whether he is able to improve the standing of his party in the House of Commons from the present strength of 25 members. Will it emerge as the third largest party, or will it remain the fourth after Bloc Québécois, Conservatives and the Liberals? And all eyes, of course, are on Mark Carney, a banking wizard. He has been the director or the governor of Bank of Canada, Bank of England, and has been a financial advisor to various governments, including Spain, France, and even the US. But the present, there is a big crisis in Canada. That is not only in Canada, but the world over, because of the trade war initiated by the new policies and programs of the US President Donald Trump. His second term has been full of surprises, and the world is shaken because of his new policies and programs, especially those relating to tariffs. So Canadians are keeping their fingers crossed as which leader can lead them well, so that the acrimony or the differences or the conflicts with their biggest trade partner, the US. When we are talking about Canada and US relations and Donald Trump's recent tariff, whatever he has been doing on launching a tariff war against various countries, and that is affecting the world trade. That's affecting the world businesses, and it has, in a way, paved way for a trade war that has encompassed the entire world. And average Canadian wants peace. Every Canadian wants settlement, end of conflict, so that they can live happily with their big brother, because it is the largest trade partner of Canada. So they want peace with the US, and that is possible only if Canada and the US reach an agreement on not only on smuggling of drugs but also human smuggling. That is one issue. And then the tariffs can come in and they can be negotiated. And Canada is also in trouble because of its relations with India and China have not been very cordial over the past few years. So since a large section of Canadian immigrants are from China and India, they want Canada to have settled all the dispute, including political interference in Canadian elections as well as in the elections back home in India and China. So these are the contagious issues which will get a answer or a solution when the results of April 28 polls are known. which party comes to power, and how it handles its relations with the US, with China, with India, and other important countries. So that will determine the future of the migrants, especially now migrants are facing the axe. Donald Trump doesn't want anybody without proper documents to live on in the United States. Canada is also making its laws tougher on immigration controls and especially relating to international students. So the communities, Indian community and Chinese community, are at loggerheads. They want peace, they want settlement, and they want laws which are not anti but support immigration, support the migrants, support those who want to make Canada their new home. The US has already made it very clear they won't allow uninvited migrants from anywhere in the world. If they need, they will have their own process and they won't allow anybody to come in and start living here without proper documentation. So the Canadian elections will have a lot to decide. So in next 12 days, though the parties are promising everything, but the brass tacks is, or the question is, will there be a lasting peace in the region, and will immigrants, as Canada and America are the countries with largest population of immigrants, will they have peace, and will they immigrants be able to live peacefully, and the new policies will be manufactured or prepared or drafted. That doesn't mean hundreds and thousands of people would be deported overnight. So there has to be a human touch to all the policies and programs, and it remains to be seen how the election results shape up and how the future policies of US and Canada shape up. So we'll keep on talking about the developments the world over, especially with respect to India and Canada, India and US in the coming days. And to keep yourself updated, stay tuned with Probing Eye and Bas 5 Minute. Till then, goodbye.